Dang.
It'd be like, what's his name? Farrow? What's his name? Mia Farrow's kids.
Ronan.
Ronan Farrow.
Ronan?
Well, this week, Moses wrote a piece defending his father, defending Woody Allen.
What did he promise him? Yeah, I mean, because he still banged his 18-year-old sister at the time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That still kind of blows me away, though.
So
I mean,
gross.
you groomed her, behind your wife's back.
I'm not saying, I certainly don't advocate doing this, and I'm not saying that, grooming doesn't happen, but there is something. I think about everything my parents did to try to get me to listen and obey. And so
remember, your children's thoughts
there's something
are
about,
not your own.
Right. But there's something about like getting your kids to do something.
Right.
Not that though.
Yeah. No.
Don't do that. Use your powers for good, not for molesting.
Yeah, but
children.
you groomed her, and then you said, "Hey, let's get married." Right behind, you adopted the girl with your wife. You think, who'd have thought? And can you imagine? She sat there and said, "Pretty soon, I'm going to have your spot."
So sick.
Yeah. And now Woody and the guys and all the clan are all together. Yeah.
Well, speaking of the clan.
Oh, hey.
Well, Ronan, he looks like Frank Sinatra, and he is killing it journalistically. He is breaking stories.
He is. And he's got, I think his book is on the New York Times bestseller list.
He got a Pulitzer for his Weinstein stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the only one. Well, didn't he? Did he? He did Weinstein, right? He did.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he didn't do Weinstein, but he did Weinstein. Right. But he didn't. I'm surprised they didn't get him to say anything about the Matt Lauer thing or anything too, because he was, that was all. Yeah, but because he was working for NBC. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's said something. He's always on the right side of history. That guy, and I bet he can sing. Bada boop 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 bada boop boop. I want to hear him sing. I want to hear him sing the indictments.
And the daughter is saying that Woody molested her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, when she was like 5 in the attic. I read the description, and I'm like, it's so consistent with what a victim would say. Wow. Of somebody who survived that, because like the lighting, the location, the day, what you were looking at.
People
what I mean?
ask all the time about, how did our society get this way? And I said, we've created every psychopathic motherfucker there is today. We created them. By the way our society lives, by how you treat women, how you treat men. Men aren't supposed to cry.
What's accepted as entertainment. Yeah. Also, I think that's a big thing. We were talking before the show about that, and finger quotes, YouTube star who got kicked out of an Uber this week because his shtick on YouTube is viewers will text in things that they want him to say when he's out like in public. Or I think in this case, he just had like the phone was reading the texts.
No, he had a discussion with the Uber driver.
Well, but like his phone said like, Hitler was right, and the Holocaust didn't happen, yada yada. And the Uber driver, who is Jewish, stopped the car and said, "Get the fuck out of my car."
Yeah. Good for him.
But this is new. This is supposedly the new comedy.
But that's the thing. It's
Watching Practical Jokers. They do pranks, but they're nice, fun pranks that you can enjoy with your family. And if anything crosses the line, they're like, "I'm not going to say that."
Right.
And the guys are very nice guys. I've met them. They're very sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there is humor to be found in shock value, but not everything. Just because it's shocking doesn't mean it's funny,
right?
And people talk. This president got into office largely, on a platform bitching about political correctness. Right. There's a difference between political correctness and tact.
Right.
You can say things that aren't politically correct,
right,
while still being tactful. Right. I mean, you're still going to be an asshole,
right.
But
I don't mind how you say it, so long as there's like decency and justice in it. Like I just said that Donald Trump should be raped by MS-13 in prison, and I stand behind that. But
they'll stand behind it too.
Yeah.
but it's just because that's what he deserves, and after the vitriol that he has spilled into this society,
Now, his base isn't going to like you saying that.
oh, come for me, rednecks! I'm
Yeah,
from Texas.
yeah.
You think I'm afraid of you?
No. Yeah, they don't want,
You know what I mean?
I had to start telling Dave, they're going to get you. Stop it, Dave. Don't do it.
I'm from Texas.
Let him come.
I'm from Texas. I've been in more fist fights than most guys,
Yeah, wow.
I've always been a lippy bitch.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You? Nah.
Did you get kicked out of high school?
No.
Okay.
No. But we had to go to church 3 times a week.
Oh, my God. Wow, sounds like us.
And
Southern Baptist?
Assemblies of God. Assemblies of God. They're like the Falwell, Swagger, the Benny Hinn, the Faith Healers.
Oh,
the
yeah.
yeah,
Those are holy rollers.
Yeah, the holy rollers with the all-white suits and private jets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the Starbucks inside of the Joel Osteen, like, mega churches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel, oh, yeah, he's done. Yeah, Joel. Have you heard from Joel lately? No. That rain shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It took his ass out.
That fucker's still out there. I see him post every now and then.
Yeah, but you don't hear how he was, and we and God and all. He never opens his Bible. That should tell you something. He never opens it. The guy talks all about the Bible, but he never opens it. One good thing you can say about my uncle was a pastor, and he always opened his book. And hey, you can find it on such and such and such and such.
Yeah.
But guys that don't open their book and are just up there spewing and they're throwing out stuff, and if you are, that's why you must study. That's how you get cooked. That's how they get, you end up joining Jim Jones and drinking Kool-Aid.
That is such a perceptive, that's so perceptive that you picked up on that, because like all the biggest liars, like 2 Corinthians, I think it's. I mean, I wouldn't mind church so much if one, everybody needs to pay taxes, and 2, across the board, because they do participate in politics, so why should they be exempt from taxes?
My pastor has a brand new. If you ever heard this, our church is small. But I know they don't pay. Churches don't pay taxes. These guys are driving Benzos and Porsches and Benzos and Beamers and whatnot, and their church is small.
Yeah,
I was like, who's paying this shit? Well, and they don't have to work. Their kids go to great schools too.
That's so
but we set it up. We set it up. No one said anything. It's a church. They don't have to pay taxes. They've got $3,000 suits on. They're cleaning in the Board of Health. Hey. Don't have to worry about medical or anything.
Well, we only have a little bit of time left, so I want to change topics to the other church that a lot of people attend on Sundays. Except this one, they tend to have a problem with you getting on your knees, and that would be the NFL, who this week announced a new policy saying that players cannot protest the anthem or if you're on the field during the anthem, you have to be respectful and not kneeling, but you have the option of staying in the locker room or in the tunnel if you choose.
Right. The thing that blows me away with that is that they weren't going against the flag. What they're trying to paying attention to is what is happening to black people. You got white folks calling the cops on people in Starbucks. Woman sees
barbecuing in Oakland.
Barbecuing in Oakland. Okay, you're wasting money, but you keep talking about this patriotism when I see you selling off this country to foreigners. You're prostituting this country. You're not a patriot. You don't. If that was the case, why do we have a huge homeless problem with all the soldiers that come back?
Yeah, Cadet Bone Spurs is no patriot. He wouldn't know patriotism if he made it sign an NDA.
Right. Then you know, and then he called them son of a bitches. He called them son of a bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, man, you better be hoping that none of those brothers can get hold of your ass and beat the fuck out of you.
Well, and this week he suggested that maybe NFL players who don't want to stand for the anthem shouldn't even be in this country.
Like you should be here, and knowing that you have filed bankruptcy every time and someone saved your white ass. Mm-hmm. Okay? Is this the same country that created redlining where black folks couldn't get
Not enough we created it, we just perfected it.
Well, Donnie has a long history of racism. I mean, he was talking about how Hillary didn't know that C on documents meant classified. Well, C on his documents when he was running, when he was a slumlord, C meant colored.
Yeah.
And that's who we're fucking talking about. This guy, he brags about his German blood.
Yeah.
He calls Mexicans rapists.
Right.
He's every fucking horrible. He has invented new ways to be disgusting and without any redeeming qualities.
Right.
And these. The only time that I ever fucking watched football was when Kaepernick started this. I was
right.
Yeah,
Wait, what kind of Texan are you?
Well, I'm a Texan who reads plays.
Yeah.
So
that's how you got out.
Right? But yeah, what was I was fucking livid. Oh yeah, but they've successfully commandeered the discussion and equated it to patriotism when this guy wouldn't fucking know what patriotism is.
Right.
And also the NFL doesn't have a problem with you beating your wife in an elevator.
No.
They don't have a problem with you fighting dogs.
No.
But they've got a problem with you engaging in peaceful protest because this bully with a tiny dick has a problem with it and he's sicking all of his crackers at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Only
they
two
backed
owners.
down.
Only two owners came out and said that they outpaid the fines.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the guy who owns the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets and the guy from the San Francisco 49ers.
Good.
And Trump is a bully. You cannot back down from him. I hope the players.
You would think.
Well, no, they all voted for Trump. Though a lot of the owners voted for Trump because he hooked them up. He cut deals for them on all their corporate whatever. He said, "Hey, man, I got you." Oh yeah, because remember they got lobbyists all in Washington.
He tried to be an owner, and they said we.
Oh
don't
no, he
like
fucked
you.
that up. No, he fucked that up.
What was that? Not the XFL. But
the
Indoor Football League.
XFL.
It was the XFL.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried to. He had the generals, generals.
Well, he tried to be an owner in the NFL, and the NFL was like, "You're stinky."
No,
yeah.
Well, he's not a million. He's not a billionaire. He's
No.
No, well,
he is now.
He's a corrupt former casino owner who couldn't make a profit running a casino.
No, and then the fact that Kanye and Steve Harvey and these dickheads went over and filed, because slavery was a choice.
Oh,
so I choose to get my ass beat. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Yeah, you need to do some history, homeboy. I mean,
amen.
I think that the reason why, and whenever folks, people just holler out that Trump is a racist, and I always say, don't just say that. I said, debate those fuckers. Hit them with what's going on in our society and what happened in this country. When you see things you don't like, just hit them with history and see where it came from. Why things are the way that they are. They just didn't get this way. Someone did it and set it up. And there are people who of those people, they got hooked up. They got hooked up. They were, they took care of their parents. That's why redlining, if you say, well, wow, how did they get a house over there? Well, because developers cut deals with the government. You had Jim Crow that lasted for hundreds, at least 100 years. So, that's why things are the way that they are now.
I've learned a lot just by talking with you today, about dispositional challenges that I have,
right? Because
I'm a throat puncher.
Oh, damn!
Somebody says some stupid shit. I don't know what's going to happen.
Right. Oh.
But using words is good. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I believe. I mean, to find out, we have a guy who said that black folks shouldn't get reparations because he said, well, those people are dead, Ty. They're already dead. So why should you guys get money? I said, did you know that George Washington, that the Georgetown University was, that they delved into slavery, and that's why they're having those people who are descendants of those slaves, their college is paid for. They can go to school. They will pay for it, give them free rides to pay for their education, because Georgetown University was involved in slavery. As well as a lot of other universities and things that were going on
in the Old South.
Yep.
Well, speaking of people who died in the past in this country, it is Memorial Day weekend. So we do have to wrap things up. But I want to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. And I had a roommate years ago who's a veteran, and I'm like, hey, happy Memorial Day. Thanks for serving. He's like, well, this is the day that we honor the people who died for the country. You're thinking of veterans.